familiar names sits at the top of the Spanish table over in La Liga as Real Madrid are back top of the pops. But will they be there after the next round of matches? We'll get into it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. We're looking forward to match number 5 over in La Liga, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button here, bang up to date with all things La Liga related, Blabbing related, woo, football related, we're going to know here, under one Rooski. That's right, boys and girls, Real Madrid back top of the table, of course, leading the charge, but breathing down next is fellow Madrid side Atlético. But who will come out on top at the end of the night? It's matches. We'll get to look at that and more in just 1 second. Of course, before all that, I want a big shout out to my mother, Mia Peas. We're talking about the pay a tree ons, boys and girls. Thank you for your continued support, and of course a big shout out to my brand 2 new patrons, Connor Medlin and Jim Watt. And of course, welcome to the Madhouse brothers. You of course unlocked a whole plethora of new perks and privileges which will be coming at you very, very soon. We're going to be starting a brand new channel, which of course will be a daily vlogging account of behind the scenes look at the channel, behind the scenes look at life in central Pennsylvania, and behind the look at life going forward. It's going to be an interesting sort of account of ourselves, and of course you'll get first look access at that as patrons as well, plus other bits and pieces as well. So well done for coming on board. If you are interested in joining Connor and Jim and the rest of the gang, check out the link down below, patreon.com/Rosies. But we've got a lot to talk about here right now, so let's get cracking and have a little look at it then, shall we? Of course, recapping last time around. Here we go. Bilbao against Mallorca, ended up as a 2-0 win for Bilbao. I actually remember the 1-0 win myself. Osasuna picked up a loss against Valencia, of course, who look the real bloody deal right now. 4-1 win for Valencia as well. Espanyol lost to Atlético Madrid, 2-1 win for Atlético. Cádiz also got beaten by my boys, Real Sociedad, so I'm happy with that. 2-0 in the end. Getafe against Elche was a 1-0 win for the away team on this one. Getafe fluffing their lines there. Granada lost as well to Real Betis. Big win for them to get themselves moving. Sevilla against Barcelona was postponed. Villarreal against Alavés also was postponed. And Real Madrid against Celta Vigo was a 5-2 win for the hosts. That's right, Madrid, big winners. 7-goal thriller. And in the end there, Vallecano 1-1 draw over Levante. And I got myself, what is it, out of 8 there, I got 6, which is pretty good. Let's have a look at what that does in a minute. But this is it, boys. It's Real Madrid, Valencia and Atlético Madrid leading the charge at the moment with 10 points over a respectable 12. Sociedad not too far away either. Barcelona have a game in hand. Win that, they could also join them, as could Sevilla as well. But at the foot of the table is Alavés, Getafe and Celta Vigo going down at the moment. But of course it is early days. Do not panic just yet. Of course, let's take a look at the prediction league for this week. What did I get? 6. 6 would have put me up there in second spot. But Cameron Wright's up there all on his own with 7. So well done to you, lad. That's good. Because of course, 6 would have been great and we all would have been kings. But have an outright leader is fantastic. So well done to you. Let's take a look at the overall prediction leaderboard for the La Liga. It is Winky leading the charge all on his own, 23 points, but of course not too far away is Jonathan Liu, Shepherd, of course, Big King, himself, Vincent Hong and Yannick Buster as well, all on 22 points. But of course we've got some more to talk about here. Of course that is the predictor of the month. That's right. Of course we're going to be announcing predictors of the month each and every month following on the conclusion of a month to see who has accumulated the most points in that month. So we've gone through the month of August, so we have a predictor of the month, and I'll announce that in just 1 second. But what does it equate to? Well, winning the predictor of the month gets you a Willy Wonka style golden ticket to a prize draw at the end of the season. Now, all the predictors of the month will be thrown into a hat and a spinner or a name selector or something, and one of those names will be pulled out at random, and that person will win either a t-shirt, $10 Amazon gift card, something along those lines. That's going to be determined over the next few weeks and months when I figure it all out. I want to also announce that there could be multiple winners. So let's just say Russell Frost, Bianca Muller, Shane O'Donnell, and of course Shepherd all won August, for example. They'd all be in the hat. They'd all have one Willy Wonka style ticket. They could also win multiple ones. You can win August, you can win May, you can win January, we can win 3, 4 of them, 1 of them, 2 of them, whatever you want. If you can get there, you're in. You've got more entrants, more tickets, more chance to win the bloody the prize at the end of it. So just want to put that out there, and yeah, so that's the recap of it. But who is the predictor of the month for La Liga in August? Well, it is it is Jonathan Liu. all on his lonesome. Well done to you, Jonathan Liu. So Jonathan Liu gets into the Wall of Fame for August for the predictor of the month. There it is right there. And of course he can have a chance now to win September as you all. So reset the blocks in that regard. We'll still have the overall leaderboard. We'll still have the weekly leaderboards, of course, but now we have a bloody Willy Wonka style list of boys and girls that will go through to the predictor of the month at the end of it. Speaking of the next one, here we go. This is the link if you want to get it free to enter. Of course, we have started the month of September, and of course, matey boy Kevin Wright's up there with 7 on his own at the moment. But of course, he could have a nightmare the next time around. So it's still plenty of chances for anybody to get involved with the September edition of this Cutley 4/España. Let's get into it. Here are the games. So we kick it all off with the champions, Atlético Madrid up against Bilbao. Let's get into this badger then. Played the 55 times at 903, 32 wins for Atlético, 15 wins for Bilbao, and 8 draws. The biggest win for Atlético, 4-0 win. The biggest win there was a 3-0 win. Last time I played each other, of course, over in Madrid was a 2-1 win for Atlético back in March 2021. In fact, the home side has not lost this game in a long time, since 2017, and Atlético picked up the win against Bilbao. Bilbao coming to this, of course, unbeaten the last 6 games. Meanwhile, Madrid coming to this just 4 games unbeaten. They coming to this on the back of that win against Espanyol. Bilbao beat Mallorca last time around, of course. Heading into the odds on this one, we have 7-4 on is your host. That is the chaps. 30-5 is draw. 11-2 is your away win. That's Bilbao. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for the hosts on this one to bag this one. And of course, keep on moving. Next one, Real Betis up against Espanyol. Let's get into this one then. Played the 47 times at 994. 12 wins for Betis. 18 wins for Espanyol. 17 draws. The biggest win for Betis was a 3-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 5-0 win. Of course, coming into this, just 1 defeat the past 5 games for Real Betis. Meanwhile, Espanyol without a win in 5 back-to-back defeats as well. Last time that these two sides played each other in Betis was a 1-0 win for Betis. That was back in June 2020. Of course, Betis coming into this on the back of that win against Granada. Of course, Espanyol coming to this on the back of that narrow loss against the champs. That's right. Odds on this one we have 2019 on is your Betis. They are your favourites. 11-5 is your, 65 is your away win. That is Espanyol. Again, take place on Sunday. 2-1 win for the hosts. On this one, Celta Vigo will take on Cádiz. This kicks all off on Friday, September the 17th. Now, these two sides played each other 12 times since 2004. 6 wins for Celta Vigo, 4 wins for Cádiz, and 2 draws, of course. Coming to this, Celta Vigo, the biggest win over Cádiz, 4-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 3-1 win. Celta Vigo coming to this without a win in 4. Meanwhile, same could be said for Cádiz without a win in 4. Cádiz and Celta Vigo last time around that these two sides played each other in the Municipal de Baldillos was a 4-0 win for Celta Vigo back in December 2020. Celta Vigo did lose to Real Madrid last time around. Meanwhile, Cádiz lost to Real Sociedad last time around. In fact, yeah, back-to-back defeats for both of these two sides heading into this. 7-4 on is your host. 11-2 is your away win. 40-5 is your draw. Celta Vigo are your favourites. Going to go with a draw myself on this one. 1-1 in the end. Alavés will take on Osasuna this weekend, and that match will take place on Saturday, September the 18th. Now, these two sides played each other 26 times since 1997. 10 wins for Alavés, 12 wins for Osasuna, 4 draws. The biggest win for Alavés, 3-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 4-2 win. Alavés 4 defeats on the bounce. Meanwhile, just 1 defeat in the past 4 games. So Osasuna have maybe the wayside looking a little bit more fancied on this one. Odds on this one. In fact, we'll get the odds in a minute. Last time these two sides played each other in Alavés was a 1-0 win for Osasuna. That was back in February 2021. In fact, the home side has not won this match in a long time. In fact, Alavés haven't beaten Osasuna in a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games unbeaten as Osasuna against Alavés. Coming into this, Osasuna picked up a loss against Valencia. Alavés did lose back-to-back against Valencia and Sevilla, back-to-back games. In fact, 3 games on the bounce without scoring a goal. That's a bit of trouble there for Alavés at the moment. Look at the odds on this one then, shall we? We have Alavés coming at you 2-1 for the victory, 64 is your Osasuna, and 2-1 is your draw. 0-0, no goal scored once again. Alavés are in trouble. Next up was Barcelona. They're going to be taking on, or are they? Granada, that's right, on Monday night. That's right, of course. Barcelona in Champions League action this midweek. Taking on, anyway, they're going to take on Granada this coming weekend, though. 17 times that these two sides played each other. 14 wins for Barcelona, 3 wins for Granada, and 0 draws. Barcelona kept this unbeaten the last 4 games. Meanwhile, Granada without a win in 4. Of course, their biggest win, Barcelona over Granada, was a 6-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 2-0 win. Last time around, of course, over at the Camp Nou was a 2-1 win for Granada. Wow, we was back in April 2021. So Granada go fancy their chances on this one. In fact, the home side hasn't won this game in the last 3 matches. Of course, Barcelona kept this on the back of that win against Getafe. Granada did lose to Real Betis last time around. The odds on this one, Barcelona 92-1 for the victory, 11-2 is your draw, 10-1 is your long shots. That's Granada. Going to go with the 3-0 win for the hosts to take it to the bank. Next we have Elche. They're going to be taking on Levante. That's on Saturday as well. These two sides locked horns about 29 times since 1997. 12 wins for Levante, 4 wins for Elche, 3 draws. The biggest win for Elche, 1-0 win. The biggest win is a 2-0 win. Elche comes to just 1 win and 6. Meanwhile, Levante also 1 win and 6. Both on 42% form heading into this one. Last time I played each other in Elche was a 2-1 win for Levante. Scrap that. Last time I played each other in Elche was a 1-0 win for Elche. That 2-1 win was a friendly. Doesn't really count. But of course, last time I played each other in competitive action was in April 2021 in La Liga, and Elche won. Elche comes to this on the back of that win against Getafe. Meanwhile, Levante coming to the back of that draw against Vallecano. Odds on this one we have 29 to 20 is your host, 21 to 10 is your 2 to 1 is your away win. That's of course the Levante on this one. Going to go with a win for Levante. 1-0 win in the bag. Put it in the bag on the road. Next up, of course, we have a zinger chicken dinner. It's Valencia up against Real Madrid. Both of these two sides in the top 3, and they played each other 63 times since 1993. 14 wins for Valencia, 35 wins for Real Madrid. 14 draws. The biggest win for Valencia, 4-1 win. The biggest win in the way was a 5-0 win. They played each other last round in in Valencia. It was a 4-1 win back for Valencia back in November 2020. Of course, they coming into this. The biggest win over Real Madrid was a 4-1 win, and that was that one. Meanwhile, Madrid's biggest win over Valencia was a 5-0 win. Of course, Valencia looking very good. Back-to-back wins for them, beating Alavés, beating Osasuna. Madrid also back-to-back wins for them, beating Real Betis and also beating Celta Vigo as well. Odds on this one, tight one this one, I think. It's 14 to 5 is your host. 20 to 17 on is your Real Madrid. The eye favourites 14 to 5 is your draw. I think I'm going to go with the draw on this. 2-2 at the end. Valencia at home will make it a little bit awkward for the current leaders. Next we'll go Vallecano. They're going to be taking on who are you? It's going to be Getafe. Isn't it? Isn't it? There you are. Of course, I've just noticed there's the double match week next week. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Played each other 21 times since 2003. 11 wins for Vallecano, 9 wins for Getafe, and 1 draw. The biggest win for Vallecano over Getafe was a 2-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 3-1 win. Of course, Vallecano's just 1 win in 6. Meanwhile, 4 defeats on the bounce for Getafe, looking very wobbly. Of course, last time played in Vallecano was a 2-1 win for Getafe. They actually won 3 on the bounce against Vallecano, and they're coming into this on the back of that loss though against Elche. Vallecano coming to this on the back of the draw against Levante. Odds on this one. What do we have on this? I'm trying to find it. 64 is your hosts on this one. 21 to 10 is your away win. 19 to 10 is your draw. Tight, airtight. Going to go with the one winner for the hosts on this one. Mallorca will take on Villarreal, of course, on Sunday, September the 19th. Now, these two sides played 30 times since 1997. 9 wins for Mallorca, 30 wins for Villarreal, to 8 draws. Good evening. 3-0 win was the biggest win for Villarreal. 4-0 win was for the biggest win for Mallorca. They come into just 1 defeat the past 5 games for Mallorca. Meanwhile, Villarreal have drawn 4 of the past 5. No wins in 6 at least. Last time I played each other over in Mallorca was a 3-1 win for Mallorca. The away side hasn't won this match since 2009 when Villarreal picked up a win against Mallorca as well. Look at the heading into this one. Of course, Mallorca lost to Bilbao. Villarreal drew with Atlético last round. The odds of this one, 12 to 5 is your host, 5 to 4 is your away win, 21 to 10 is your draw. I'm going to go with a win for the away team. Get their first win of the campaign, of course, move the bloody chains. And then finally another bit of a zinging match at the end here. It is Sociedad up against Sevilla. Played each other 44 times since 1994, 14 wins for Sociedad, 19 wins for Sevilla, and 11 draws, of course. The biggest win for Sociedad over Sevilla, 3-1 win. The biggest win there was a 4-0 win. Sociedad 3 wins on the bounce. Meanwhile, Sevilla 3 wins in the past 4 games. The other game was a draw. Last time played each other in Sociedad was a 2-1 win for Sevilla. They've actually unbeaten against Sociedad for a long time, going all the way back to 2017, their last defeat against Sociedad. Of course, heading into Sevilla beat Alavés. In fact, scrap that. Last time they played was a match against Elche, and they drew 1-1. Meanwhile, Sociedad also beat Cádiz last round. Odds on this one, we have 7 to 5 is your host, 21 to 10 is your draw, 21 to 10 is your away win. That is Sevilla. So it's tight, airtight, could go either way, but I'm going to go with my believe in the boys. 2-1 win in the end. Sociedad to take it to the house. That's my picks for Matchday. What is it? Number 5 over in La Liga, of course. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Of course, get your picks in using the code CUTLEFORCES That's right, of course, to see if you can become the predictor of the month for the month of September. But that's it. Be sure to give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon as well. If you want to become the latest brother from another mother, check that bad boy out. But until then, we are done. We are out of here. See you soon. Be safe.